here at the site, I don't even know the name of the site, but this is just one of the destruction we're talking about. These people are carrying on what seems to be like a Class A mining without any environmental permit. They are using cyanide, they're using different kinds of chemicals, and those chemicals are leaching directly into the water. This is not the behavior. Nobody else do this in any part of the world. Only Liberia, in a way that people get come, they feel that they get contact, people can help them, they can be destroying everything. This is unacceptable. You don't behave like that. If you go to China, you don't behave like this. We're not saying that you cannot mine your gold, but you got to mine it within the regulatory framework. You got to make sure how you manage your chemicals. All the chemicals are washing into the water. What began the life of the inheritance of this thing? This is unacceptable. So we are closing it down. We close the other area down, we're closing one down. It can't be open until they can come and really see what they're doing. Because you don't do that. I'm really angry. Nobody look at it, destroy the entire forest. You know, without any permit. Nothing. You don't meet any condition of the permit. You use Class A poison like cyanide. That after here, when our mothers, when our women, when they bathe with the water, their children, they're going to have problems. This is unacceptable. And this we cannot allow in Liberia. Thank you.
Good evening. We are from the Environmental Protection Agency of Liberia, and we've been around your facility as part of our nationwide environmental monitoring, and we observed massive degradation as a result of operation in 3 of your camps. We visited 2 of the camps today, and we hereby issue you 3 different notices. One is a hot order for environmental pollution, meaning even without operating the machines, you cannot be able to operate your processing plant. The second is that non-compliance notice for operating all of these gold exploitation locations without an environmental permit. And the third is immediate closure of all operations, not just the 2-3 camps we visited, but any operation related to this company. So the hot order for environmental degradation and pollution and is issued to Green Forest, camps 1, 2, 3, and all other operations connected to Green Forest. Received by Mr. Chris Zanga. Mr. Chris Zanga has signed here. He's the public relations officer of the company, and his number is here. So on behalf of the Environmental Protection Agency of Liberia, I present my compliments and issue you this non-compliance notice regarding your operation, which we have found to be unsustainable and is causing massive and significant environmental degradation. These activities pose serious risks not just to the environment, but to human health and the health of the surrounding communities. And it constitutes a violation of the Environmental Protection and Management Law, specifically Section 56, 69, 90, and 109. And these are offenses that you can be fined for, or even sentenced to jail for a period of 20 years as per the Environmental Protection and Management Law, the section stated herein. So accordingly and in line with the EPA's regulation, the management of Green Forest is hereby directed to immediately undertake full remediation, meaning you have to restore the entire area, and beginning within 7 working days. You have to start within 7 working days of the receipt of this particular notice. You are required to ensure full compliance with all of the environmental conditions stated herein and bring your operation into strict adherence as applicable to environmental laws and regulations. So this non-compliance is to what? For the pollution caused, and ensure that you restore the environment. This and the other we have seen, within 7 working days you have to begin the full restoration of this issue to you now. The second one, issued to Green Forest as well, camps 1, 2, and 3, and then all connected operations for Green Forest. And it's issued to Mr. Chris J. Zanga. He's assigned here, his number is here. He's the PRO for the company. This is for operating these huge, massive exploitation projects that we've seen here without an environmental permit. It has been determined that the operation commenced and continues without an environmental permit, without any authorization from the EPA, thereby undermining environmental compliance and sustainable environmental management practices. Be informed that, consistent with the Environmental Protection and Management Laws of Liberia, Part 8, Section 112, operating without an environmental permit constitute a violation, and there are penalty actions associated with it. Accordingly, the management of rainforest, as received this day by Mr. Zanga, is hereby directed to engage the EPA permitting process and begin that within 7 working days. Remember, the first you need to be able to begin the restoration. Just as you met the environment before, you have to restore it, begin 7 working days, and then start engaging the process. We will result into a full environmental studies, and then we will be able to determine what happens next. So you receive this as well. The final one here is immediate closure of all operations. So this one has to do with all of the machineries operating and that of the processing as well. It's issued to rainforest, camps 1, 2, 3, and all connected operations. Mr. Chris Sanga receives this as well. He's a PRO and his number is stipulated here. And you are hereby ordered to shut down all of the operation for the present clear and clearing violation of the EPA, specifically Section 56, 69, 90, and 109. And you are to effectively submit the remediation plan so that we begin the restoration as we issue the first non-compliant notice. You can now receive it. The date is May 20th, 2026. We are about 5:25 p.m. and we issue you this. So it has been well documented now that the facility should be shut down and the restoration process begin. But you need to submit a plan, and then all of the relevant permits process can be followed. Thank you very much.